Hey everybody, this is Kacy Perry. I am with Bayer Crop Science, and my current role is the Business Model Communications Lead, which doesn't really tell you a lot about what I do, but I'm excited to share a little bit more with you today about my current role and about how I've ended up in this role with this company. So I actually joined what used to be called Monsanto about 11 years ago when I graduated from the University of Illinois. And I started out as a field sales trainee. So I was I was really starting to learn and understand what it would be like to sell DeKalb. You can see DeKalb over here, both sides. DeKalb and Asgrow seed to farmers, working with our dealers and our distribution network. So I worked in the field once I was a trainee and got to learn a little more about the role. I actually started working as a district sales manager for DeKalb and Asgrow in Northern Illinois. So I worked in the field for 4 years, working directly with our dealers and our farmers, promoting DeKalb and Asgrow seed products. And then I ended up moving to St. Louis, which at the time was Monsanto's corporate headquarters. Had the opportunity to then work with a different brand. So if you're familiar with Channel Seed, I had the opportunity to work as the Channel Seed marketing manager, really helping understand our programs and our brand's strategy to continue to support our dealers and our farmers, or as we like to call them in channel, our channel seedsmen that work directly with farmers. Then I had the opportunity, it was a really cool opportunity to work as the DeKalb corn product manager, which meant that I was responsible for selecting the products that would end up being placed in a DeKalb bag, then ended up pricing those products and managing our national supply pile. So making sure that we had enough seed for farmers to plant those products when it came time for spring. I then had the opportunity to go back in the field, back to the great state of Illinois, and work as an area business manager for Channel. So managing a team of district sales managers for Channel. So once again, an opportunity to go back and work with Channel in Illinois with farmers and our seedsmen out in the field. Last August I switched to my current role, which is, like I said, business model commercial lead. So what I do in this role is if you think about seed sales, they've been pretty much the same, done the same way for a really, really long time. So our company is starting to think, how can we think about new business models, or how can we think about new ways to interact with our partners, like our dealers, or to interact with farmers in a different way. So we're focused on business model innovation. So rather than just innovating new products, it's thinking about different ways that we could support both our partners and our farmer customers. So it's a really cool job. It's really new. A good analogy would be if you think about how people rented videos from companies like Blockbuster for a long time. You know, you go to your local Blockbuster and you rent a video, and then it switched when Netflix came along, right? And it was a completely different way to get rented movies at your fingertips. So that's really what we're doing now at Bayer Crop Science is how can we think about a different way to go to market where we can really work closely with our dealers and our farmer customers. So I'm excited to talk to you guys today. Any opportunity to talk to Illinois Ag Ed and FFA is exciting for me. I would be happy to answer any questions you might have. They're starting to come in. So one question is, what is a struggle that I have faced in my career and how did I overcome it? So what I would say, probably one of the bigger struggles that I faced in my career is thinking about understanding there's new opportunities all the time, and there might be an opportunity to do a new role or to take on a new opportunity. And just being confident in my abilities to tackle something new or something different. I think that FFA does a phenomenal job, in agricultural education do a phenomenal job to prepare you for future careers in agriculture. But it doesn't mean that it's not scary to try something new or to try something different. So for example, I went to college in agricultural economics or ag business, and I never thought that I would manage a team of sales folks, right? And it was really intimidating and really scary at first to think, okay, how should someone that's only been in my career for 10 years, how can I help support a team of sales folks that are really experienced and can be really, really good at their job? So at times it can be really intimidating and scary in a career like mine where I haven't done the same job for very long, right? I've switched jobs a lot of times, continuously working for the same company. How do you make sure that you're willing to take on new challenges and not be intimidated by that and have confidence in your abilities, but also be willing to learn, right? Be willing to try something new and ask questions, and learn. So I think that's kind of a long answer to that question, but it's how can you constantly be challenging yourself and be willing to take on new opportunities and constantly learn. I got a great question, which is, do I miss my friends from section, what used to be section 19 back when I was in FFA, that's now section 16? Of course I miss my friends in the good old section 19 a whole heck of a lot. I can tell you with certainty that I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for everything I learned from phenomenal people in FFA, especially in section 19. So, um, any other questions that you guys might have for me today? I'm happy to answer any of them. That challenge question was a really good one. I can say that I've had a lot of different challenges in my career too. Just if you think about like back in an FFA or in school or something like that, being willing, like there's a career development event that might be intimidating. You don't know if you'd be any good at it. Like, why should I even try? I might not be very good at it. And I've learned you just gotta be willing to try, and you can always learn something new and push yourself, which is really important. Other questions? I was thinking, I mentioned it in my introduction that I started working for Monsanto, and then I just randomly started talking about Bayer. So a little over a year ago, Monsanto was actually acquired by Bayer, and so now I'm an employee of Bayer Crop Science. I was really fortunate that I was able to stay working on a lot of the same projects and same things like DeKalb and Asgrow Seed and Channel Seed. It's just now I have a ton more colleagues and friends. I've gotten to meet such amazing people that have worked for Bayer for a long time, and it's been really neat to see the two companies come together. Other questions? Oh, here they're coming through. How did I discover that I wanted to go into ag business? Was it because of FFA or was it before that? So I grew up on a farm. I should have led with that in Windsor, Illinois, Shelby County. So I grew up on a corn and soybean farm. And so I've always been around agriculture. And I joined FFA actually because I wanted to be a veterinarian. So I thought that I wanted to work with animals, and FFA would be a great addition to my veterinary school application. When I got into FFA and started participating in more career development events, and I started meeting people from different parts of the ag industry, I realized that the ag industry, there are so many opportunities, things that I had never even considered or I had never even thought of. And so as I started going to more things, I realized I really like numbers. I enjoy working with spreadsheets and numbers, and it's something that I could open up a spreadsheet and find myself 3 hours later not even knowing how much time had passed. And I started doing that because of things I was doing in high school. Like I was helping out with a cooperative that we had at our school and in Section 19. And it made me start to discover what I loved to do and what didn't even feel like work. So that's what led me to major in agricultural economics at the University of Illinois. It was just something that I found fun and passionate about. And I knew that because of FFA, I knew that there were tons of opportunities. And then actually it was through FFA, specifically through some of my experiences with National FFA, that I got to learn more about Monsanto. And I was really passionate about the products that Monsanto was offering to farmers and just wanting to help farmers raise as successful as a crop as possible and just to be profitable. And I really started to become interested in what Monsanto was trying to do and how they were trying to support farmers. And so I just was able to take my agricultural economics degree and combine that with a company I was really interested in, and it's led me to this career I never could have even imagined or expected to happen. So I feel really fortunate that FFA helped me realize what I love to do, what I'm passionate about in an industry that is so critically important to to our world, really. Someone asked, what's my favorite part of my job? My favorite part of my job are the people that I get to work with. I know that sounds really corny and really cheesy, but throughout the last 11 years, I have just met incredible people, whether that's individual farmer customers that I got to know in my old sales territories, some specific dealers that I had the opportunity to work with that I'm still really good friends with today, as well as the team that I have right now that I have the opportunity to manage, or just other coworkers. I just have learned how many smart, incredible people there are out there that every day I go to work, I feel like I become a better person and a smarter person because of the people I get to work with. With my current job right now, what I love about it is we're just trying new stuff. So I just have the opportunities to think about different ways that we could support our dealers or we could support farmers. It's just really fun to try new things and see what might work. So that's been really cool. It's intimidating at times because we're just trying to figure out. There's no one that's done these jobs before, done things this way before, which can be a little bit scary, but it's really really fun to try to figure it out. What advice would I give to FFA members who are interested in a career like mine? This goes back to what I was talking about earlier with some of the challenges in my career. Try new stuff. Try stuff that scares you, right? I saw Mr. Lockwood was on, and he'll laugh at this, but I learned that I love poultry judging, right? Never been around poultry before, but when I was in FFA, I just decided to try all the things, right? Like, even if I thought it was silly or something that I wasn't interested in, I was going to try it. Now, obviously, I don't have a career in poultry, but what that helped me realize is that you will find things that you are passionate about or that you are interested in that maybe surprise you that you didn't even realize. And it also, by trying new things, it allows you to meet new people that will help you understand more about yourself, what you're good at, and what you're passionate about. So I would just encourage you, while you have an opportunity, like being an FFA, to try new things. That way, when you're in your career and there's an opportunity that comes your way, you're not going to be scared to take it or just to try, because you have that experience of stepping outside your comfort zone and trying something different, and you know that it might lead to something great. So I would just get really comfortable right now while you don't have a lot of risk with trying new stuff and figuring out what you love to do and what you're passionate about. Someone asked, what is a typical day like in my job? That's a really fun question because I can tell you that no day in my job is typical. Every single day in my job is different, and it's been that way from the beginning, right? So when I was a sales rep in the field working with DeKalb and Asgrow, every day was different. One day I would be in my office working on business plans or working on supply allocations, and it was very business focused in my office. The next day I would be out in the middle of a cornfield, walking a field with a farmer to assess a replant claim. And then maybe the next day I would be in front of a dealer talking about their business plan or strategizing with a dealer about how we were going to approach something. So every day has been different. Back when I was in this field and sales versus now, I can tell you I've been in, I don't know how many meetings already today with one topic could be what are our plans and strategies going to be for 2021, with the next meeting being about something very specific like a challenge that we need to answer and tackle today because it's important to farmers today. So every day is different. The cool part is I get to work with a lot of neat people and a lot of interesting people, and we get to just tackle one, what's the question of the day and what do we need to get done today to be successful, but we also have to make sure we're planning and thinking about the long term in the future too. So oh man, there are so many of my old friends that are popping up saying hi, and it's making me really happy and really excited. So yeah, I'm really thankful to be here talking to you guys today. So the question came through, is there a lot of opportunity in my field, or do we see a lot of growth in this industry? Absolutely, I totally do. I think there, one, is a ton of opportunity in agriculture. I mean, to use a phrase that's really popular right now, agriculture is essential, right? It's critically important, and you can't shut down or stop agriculture. It's important to our world. So then if I think about ag business specifically, there is a ton of opportunity. And that's what's really cool about a job like mine, I think, is I've been out of college for 11 years, and I was a sales rep, marketing, product manager, area sales manager, and then my current job. So I've had 5 uniquely different jobs throughout the last 11 years. And that's what I think is really cool about a career in ag business. When you work for a company like a Bayer Crop Science, or even some of our competitors like at Corteva, um, you can just have a very wide and diverse career path. And we're always looking for people that are talented and passionate about this industry and passionate about helping farmers. So there's a ton of opportunity, and that's not going to stop anytime soon. Oh, a question about, do I have advice for someone that would like to go on to be a section president or even a national officer? Yeah, I did have the privilege to serve as the Illinois State FFA president as well as National FFA secretary. 2 amazing experiences that sometimes I have to pinch myself and think, oh my God, I actually got to do those cool things. But my advice, it goes back to some of the stuff I've already said, which is don't be willing or don't be scared to try something new and step outside your comfort zone. Um, be willing to go up and meet new people, I'm an introvert actually, so I really enjoy being by myself, and um, it's not always comfortable for me to go up and engage with a big group of people or meet somebody new, but that's something that FFA helped me with tremendously, was getting to meet new people and getting to learn about those people and what their experiences have been like and what's important to them. So I would say, one, just be willing to go out and try that new event or try something that maybe scares you a little bit and get comfortable pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, because that's how you're going to meet new people and you're going to experience new things and you're going to find out what you love to do. Um, I don't think there's a magic formula to getting elected to any of these offices. I really don't. But I do think that people can see when you care, that they can tell when something's important to you, when you're doing something for the right reasons and because you're passionate about helping other people and making sure that everybody's having a good experience. So just think about why you're interested in offices like that, what's important to you, what you want to try to accomplish, and I think some of that will shine through as well. Any other questions? Happy. I know it's been about, oh my gosh, it's been 18 minutes already. So if there's no other questions, I just wanted to say thank you very much for having me today. I'm really, if you can't tell, I was really excited to be able to talk to you, to tell you a little bit about my career, what has worked for me, what I'm excited to do every day. And I just can't, I wish you all the best of luck. Just keep doing what you're doing, be passionate about this industry, keep trying to learn and try new things, and I guarantee you'll have a great career someday too. So thank you and have a good rest of the day.